going to start with the Burns this week, and I'm going to start with Jason's barn. Now, I'm going to put LD's Patrick in Jason's barn, but you guys know he's not. He is in Mark Beckwith's barn. I just don't want to do a small Burns. You know, every time I do it, a small Burns, I got one trainer, and it takes 45 seconds. So I'm just going to leave LD's Patrick in here and talk about him in here. Some important updates with that horse also, so that's a big deal. So we're going to start with Adrenaline Rush. He continues to jog and get ready to train here. I suspect we'll start training him next week, maybe go slow mile with him. He seems to be coming back rather well. Amor Diener, I trained him here the other day. He was really good. He's not going to need hobbles this year. He just needs a set of brace bandages on. I was impressed with what I saw from Amor Diener the other day, and he'll be ready to go in the Stakes Series in the Meadows coming up mid-March, I believe. You what? Oh, you put the stopper in it. Okay. Blue Bayou Dio has trained really, really well. Oh.
Hi.
Well, we'll leave that one to last also, because he's another horse that probably should train if we can, right? So we'll just wait to see what happens when the plow comes. Stop being silly. What's that?
Same with the sister on the other side.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll train them together when the plow gets here. All right?
Sounds good.
All right. Blue Bayou Dio has been training absolutely fantastic. Probably our biggest impressive trainer of the week so far was Blue Bayou Dio, both last Saturday and then again midweek. Ava made a yucky mess of that. Ta-ta. Here, you sit over there and watch Paw Troll. Come on. Don't be a turkey bum. Bomb Hugger's training great. I'll get a good look at her in a week or so when I go back over there. She really doesn't have to be ready till the first part of April, so there's no rush with Bomb Hugger. Captain Mike Dio was in to go the other night, decent class, but the races were canceled. I guess in hindsight, if we had the opportunity to race him in the mud or wait and race him a week, I'd wait and race him, but now we were supposed to school him today. I can't school him. Gonna have to train him up Monday, I guess. I have to train him up on Monday here. So he likely will be a little short on Thursday for his first start back. First start ever, actually, ever with us or anyone. Compass Rose DC. I looked at maybe sending her to the Meadows this week. They draw on Monday, but man, that's non-winners of 5,000 or 5,500. They went 56 the other day. I'm gonna have to talk to Jason. I mean, if that's our best option, then that's where she'll go. Just really having a tough time finding a consistent class that Compass Rose can do in. Started off the year good, 3 starts, 1, 2, 3, raced well. But since then, you know, we had that amateur race, then races were canceled, just bad luck. So, trying to get a class to finish off the racing career of Compass Rose DC. Confederate Cruisers training well in Ohio. I trained him. I went with Procrastinator, and Timmy went with Confederate Cruiser last week. They're probably 3-4 weeks from the races. I know Timmy thought that Confederate Cruiser was just going to blow right by Procrastinator. That did not happen. Nevertheless, he trained well. Nice horse. And getting ready to race in 2022. Isa 10 trained fantastic here the other day. She was just up against it. She had to train against Blue Bayou Dio, who was just tremendous the other day. Very happy with both these fillies. Isa 10 looked great. Not quite as good as Isa 10, but very, very good nonetheless. Keep in mind, I wouldn't be down in the dumps. Blue Bayou Dio, just to get a little refresher course for everybody. Blue Bayou Dio took a mark of 56-3 with the last quarter of 26-4 in Kentucky last year. She's no slouch. So, no disrespect to Isa 10 at all. Garden State Dio, had her to the vet, had her checked. Everything checked out good from the vet. So it's full speed ahead with her. We'll continue to train her down and get her ready to race in 2022. Globetrotting is not back in yet. She's not going to come back in for a couple weeks, 3-4 weeks maybe. We'll leave her out to make sure she's good and fresh when we bring her back. Grace has been training very, very well. Very, very well. Oh, that's now Addie's seat.
Addie, can I sit there?
No.
Please?
My seat.
Please?
Can you share, Addie? Can you share with Ava, do you think? Yeah, you guys can share. You share. Don't be greedy. Hey, don't be greedy. Just sit over here. Sit over here. There. Sit there, you stinks.
No.
I'm doing a video, and everybody's going to be thrown out of the car here if you keep it up. So, Grace is training very good, getting ready for her racing season in 2022. Adeline, I'm doing a video. I don't want to hear your whiny silliness. You can sit on top here, or you can sit in your seat. but I don't want to hear you complaining. Iglariam was supposed to school today. She was ready to go a mile in 2 minutes, 2-1, but instead these schoolers were canceled. Now it's not like we can just go. Shh, I'm doing a video. It's not like you.
Just spit in my face.
Hey, don't do that and behave, both of you. Iglariam. It's not just you can go right back with Iglariam Monday. You gotta be very careful. This is Philly. Hey, both of you, stop being silly right now. It's not like you can go right out with her. This affiliate ties up, so you got to be very, very cognitive of that. I'm a Lovely Lady. We sold I'm a Lovely Lady yesterday. Adeline Hope and Ava Lilly. You'll be kicked out of this car if you keep it up. So I'm a Lovely Lady was sold yesterday in Indiana. Good luck to Ross Leonard and his partners with the filly. Good money for her and a good filly nonetheless. Sharp, fresh, coming back, so good luck to them. Jekyll and Hyde, I thought raced fantastic the other day. Very impressed with him. Kathy with an eye. I have a number of people asking to buy Kathy with an eye today, so we might be able to get that done. LD's Patrick, as I said, actually in Mark Beckwith's barn, obviously, but I'll mention him here because I want to talk about him. LD's Patrick made a break. First break ever for us the other day at Yonkers. Brett Beckwith showed a lot of professionalism, messaged me after the race, said, I'm really sorry, Anthony, it was my fault. I just touched the gate with him coming out of the turn, bumped him off the gate, and he made a break. It's not his fault. It was my fault. Not a problem at all, Brett. That happens. It happened to me, James, everybody. It's happened to everybody that has ever called themselves a driver. That has happened to them. So hopefully we'll rebound with a good mile next week. We'll take him to... the Meadowlands. Matt's MVP raced fantastic the other night at Northfield Park. Very proud of him. He did a lot of work to do his work well. Mama Knows Best raced well too. Ronnie Wren was happy with her. My Jazz looks to be very one of the favorites, I think, in the final of Flamborough. If she's as good as she was the first week, she's a winner. If she's as good as she was the second week, she's a contender. So hopefully we'll aim to have her as good as she was on week 1. Of Tom, trained well last week. Jason said 1-2 skip a few, is galloping towards doing some heavier lifting. I just think these slow remedial miles are frustrating for her. With all that weight, it puts a lot of pressure on her back. I'd rather just gallop her for the next couple of weeks and get her straightened out. Procrastinator trained awesome last week. He's coming along very, very nicely.
Noodles.
Purple Aura is training well in Ohio also. Resolute Bay is training well here. Resolute Bay is training well here and looked very, very good. So and Sue, races were canceled on Thursday evening. She's going to be back in to go this Thursday, so she's going to have to train on Monday. Slim Jimmy looks great in Ohio, I'm told. I have not gone with him, but I've been told he looks fantastic. Stonebridge Dolce is getting closer, training right here. Stonebridge Simba is getting closer to the races, training here at Tomiko. Also, Sweet on Pete continues to train down well with Purple Aura. They both look very good. Tour de Lindy had a real rough night the other night. He actually bled. We're in the preliminary stages of selling Tour de Lindy, which really kills me. I love this horse a lot. He's just the nicest horse in the world. But with this bleeding issue that just seems to pop up every so often, I just really don't think I can get a handle on it on a consistent basis. My problem is if he bleeds again, a 30-day suspension, I would assume, would turn into 60. So with so much uncertainty surrounding this horse, I think it makes much more sense just to sell him. I was up front with, it was Mark Beckwith actually. You know, I think that makes more sense. Being able to race him in like a 15 claimer, being able to race him in like a 15 or 20 claimer in Saratoga should keep his speed down, his stress down, and that should mitigate the bleeding. It's a decent price given the situation for him. Twinbee Habanero trained great 2 weeks ago. Also, he looked good. Unbeatable Kemp trained great here. Just 1 second. Hey, Dan, tell them they don't got to put the hobbles on these horses in this track. They don't need to work through it in this stuff. It's too much for them. Just got the trot and hobbles on some of the horses going out. I just told them they don't need the hobbles in this snowy track. Unbeatable Kemp had him to the vet the other day, and he did look better after he went to the vet. So a big thank you to Melissa McKee, Dr. McKee, and McKee Equine. We have a number of vets we work with that do a great job. You know, Chris Grosenbacher does work here. He's a great veterinarian. Dr. McMaster looks at some of our horses. And then obviously Dr. Angelica Bosenjack does a great job also. And Dr. McKee, we had this horse up to McKee Clinic. McKee Equine, just a second. McKee Equine, and looked better. I was skeptical. I was skeptical that he would, but he definitely looked better. What are we crying about? Why don't you just hit play and stop being a silly butt? I wonder, would that do? Oh, we get the car going off now. Just give me a second. How did you turn this off, young lady? Here we go. How do we turn it? Go back here. How do we go back? It's driving me crazy. Back. There you go. So where were we at? Unbeatable Kemp. Very happy with him. He's getting closer to the races too. Very happy with him. Victor Cruz is training well. He was going to go today, but a day off isn't going to hurt him. He's been training great. Voyage of Ice and Fire qualified the other day and looked very, very good qualifying. Walk on the Moon is getting very close to racing at Northfield Park. White Tiger. I'm going to drive White Tiger on Monday. James has gone away for the week. Will to Win Hanover continues to train well. Uncle James. That's Uncle James. What's up?
Jason said the guy's not coming now. Well, that's what Harry said to him. He said, no, apparently he's not coming. It's too windy.
All right, just jog them. Don't worry about training anybody. I'll be up in just a second. Will. He was just telling me the wind is blowing so bad. The guy with the snowplow said he can't come. He must be at other spots. Either way, it's so windy by the time he got around to the other side, it'd start to blow back in. You can see what they're talking about, so whatever. Just a bad day here in Ontario. It could be worse. I hate the mud. Mud is much worse. It's just snowy. The snow will dissipate. The wind will dissipate. But today, training in its entirety has been canceled here at Tamiko Training Center. As I was saying, Will to Win Hanover's training good. 2-7 last week. She was supposed to go today. Really annoys me when the horses miss time. But as I said, this is Canada, and we are going to miss 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days throughout the winter. It's been a horrible winter, but as far as missing days, we haven't missed that many. So today is okay. And then our boy Yes comes back in this week from Schaefer Farms. We'll get him situated and back jogging, getting close to training. It'll work out well, actually. Who knows where Yes will go. Yes could end up in I tell you, my plan was Jared Bothwell. Just all right, you want to sit on me? All right. Jared Bothwell is going to Tioga. He told me this summer. Hey, I'm doing a video. 1 sec. He's going to Tioga this summer. I think he has to be awesome at Tioga Raceway. But I don't know. That's months in advance, months away. We'll have White Tiger likely put away and Locatelli. So there'll be an opening in Ontario for higher condition trotters also if he's training back good. And he always has. Place that he's been doing very good in his whole life, Northfield Park. So lots of opportunities and openings for our boy. Yes. I jumped over Royson's Punch. Royson's Punch raced great the other day also. I suspect he'll be very good on Monday. We made some shoeing changes on him. Now, we can't train him, obviously, with this weather. But at the same time, really excited about what will take place Monday night for Royson's Punch. So that is Jason's barn. Got a number of barns. I'm going to jump off here for a bit. I'm going to go back, go into the barn, start jogging a few of these horses, get a look and see how they are. See if we can't help everybody get done up really quick. I will talk to you all very soon. As I said, bundle up. It's a chilly one here in Ontario.